Happy Valentine's Day to all you sober people out there. And if you're sober or not, welcome to the channel. I'm Wayne and I'm an alcoholic. Today's daily reflection I'm gonna do yet again a little bit differently. I'm gonna put up the actual daily reflections and then just talk through the background. This way you don't get tired of looking at my awesome face. My wife gave me this haircut today to say I love you, and I appreciate that she took the time to actually do that. I got her a little flower heart wood thing. I thought it was a little bit different than just a bunch of roses because, I don't know, $80 on roses just doesn't say much for me. I hope that you are having a very happy Valentine's Day, and that brings me into today's daily reflection because a lot of us have expectations on how it should go. And in the event that it doesn't go the way that we planned it out in our head, or someone doesn't receive our flowers the right way or our gestures, we might take it personally. As an alcoholic, I always took everything personally, and I always felt rejected when someone didn't want what I was trying to do for them. That might not always be the case, folks, and that's where today's daily reflection goes, of how you can kind of rid yourself of that burden and not set yourself up for a disappointment just by having expectations. Today's daily reflection for February 14th, 2021, expectations versus demands. Let's go. All right, folks, this is it. The moment you've been waiting for. Put on your reading ears, it's time to go. Burn the idea into the consciousness of every man that he can get well regardless of anyone. The only condition is that he trust in God and clean house. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 98. Dealing with expectations is a frequent topic at meetings. It isn't wrong to expect progress of myself, good things from life, or decent treatment from others. Where I get into trouble is when my expectations become demands. I will fall short of what I wish to be, and situations will go in ways I do not like, because people will let me down sometimes. The only question is, what am I going to do about it? Wallow in self-pity or anger? Retaliate and make a bad situation worse? Or will I trust in God's power to bring blessings on the messes in which I find myself? Will I ask Him what I should be learning? Do I keep on doing the right things I know how to do, no matter what? Do I take time to share my faith and blessing with others? Oh, happy Valentine's Day once again, folks. There's a lot inside of that goes along with today, because believe it or not, a lot of murders and a lot of suicides and a lot of overdoses and binges all start with Valentine's Day. Because a lot of us place so much meaning and so much importance on this whole day built around not only commercial shopping and, retail businesses trying to get money from everyone else simply so that they can express their love and commitment, but more of, what if the person that you're trying to give a bunch of stuff to doesn't love you in the first place? If your marriage was on the fritz and your expectations is, well, if I just give her flowers and I give her chocolates and say that I love her, it's going to make it all better. Well, man, I'm here to tell you live and in person, that's not always the case. And for me, I do recall a time when I went to see this girl on Valentine's Day, and I had already gotten super drunk, and I expected it to end up where she'd, receive me well and receive the flowers that I brought and everything else. And she was nice enough to set up a hotel room, leave me a nice little card saying, hey, meet me here, blah, blah, blah. It'll be all right. So I got to the hotel and everything else. Rose petals were all over the floor and all over the bed. And I thought it was pretty daggone cool because not much like that had ever happened to me. I was so drunk, folks. I didn't even know who she was, and I wasn't able to perform, if you know what I'm saying, because I was so drunk, and that did not go the way that I expected, and I'm certain it didn't go the way that she did. Well, she left, and I felt rejected, and I felt that I wasted my time driving, and that it was all for nothing. And what do I do as an alcoholic like me? I went and got drunk just a little bit more. Well, on the way home, I ended up crashing my car. There's a whole lot more to that story, but I'm gonna leave that where it is. You can fill in the blanks. Also, many times, man, we as addicts and alcoholics and, just people in general, we set such high expectations to the point where they're unreachable by either the person that we expect those things from, or how we expect somebody to behave, or what we think should be given to us. And if it's not reciprocated, a whole lot of things go on in my alcoholic brain that have nothing to do with the actual situation. And all I end up doing is making that crap that much worse and that much more dramatic of an incident. And I only have one fallback solution, and that is to go get drunk. And if you're an addict, I'm sure it's to go get high and everything else, but I can't speak for you, so I'll only speak for myself. The way that those expectations turned into demands of what the other person should or should not do is, the whole point of today's daily reflection. And the way that I see that is that if we don't place those expectations on someone else, or we don't place those expectations in our life in general. Now, that's not to say that, you shouldn't expect good things for yourself, and you should not expect to be able to be successful in sobriety and recovery and those types of things, because everybody deserves joy and peace of mind and happiness. But it's not always going to go the way that we plan out, and it's not always going to go the way that we think it should. What do we do in that process? If we take away the expectations of how we expect it to be, hence that word, then we won't place unnecessary demands on other folks or other people to do what we think they should do. And yeah, I'm kind of rambling, but anyway, that's today's food for thought. That's today's daily reflection. I hope you got something out of this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss any of the daily reflections. I hope that you got something from this, and a big shout out to everybody fighting the good fight for sobriety, and a big shout out to all you folks that are in Liberty Love, and I hope that it works out the way that you want it to. And I do pray that you don't put unnecessary expectations on each other today, and you just enjoy each other's company, or all y'all's company. I don't know how you celebrate this, but all around the globe, people are trying to express how they love other people, and I think it's just amazing. If you are alone and everything is not the way that you want it to be, look, you don't have to drink over it, and you don't have to get high over it. Accept it for what it is. Go out and do something for yourself that is constructive and that is healthy. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your time, enjoy your day. I'm one sober to another. I'm Wayne. I'm an alcoholic, and guess what, folks? It's that time. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Life's garden, dig it. Have a good day.